Hello and welcome to John Drinks, and today I'm not actually going to be drinking anything. I mean, there's a bottle of emergency cider here, just in case, but I actually wanted to quickly acknowledge a milestone that we hit fairly recently. Well, I say fairly recently, it was nearly 2 weeks ago now. I kind of held off making this video just to kind of make sure that we were indeed over the line. Not only were we, we've continued to move on from it. So I want to say that we hit 500 subscribers, which is mad. I mean, I know you're all like in lockdown and bored. So first of all, I want to say thank you. Also hello to all the new people, and also hello to all of the people that have hung around over the last few years. It is nice to see sort of the same names coming up in comments and stuff all the time. Bringing it back to the present, what have I got planned? Well, as you can probably see from behind me, I've moved. I've not moved house, I've just moved where I'm filming. I've got a lot of bottles. I've got a lot, and I should probably do something with those at some point. So yeah, this is sort of a sneak peek, I suppose, of a few of the things that I could do in the near future. What can I pick out, actually? Oh, hello. Yeah, here we are. I'll just grab a couple of these. These are a couple of samples from Lindores Abbey. I'm not sure if you can really call them a new distillery, because technically speaking, they're an extremely old distillery. I was actually looking for another product that they do. Most distilleries, when they're waiting for their whiskey, they just knock out a gin, and it's easy money. These guys decided not to do that, and bold. Potentially not wise, but bold. And you know what they produce is actually really cool, so I'm into it. But these are their cask runoffs. 2 years old, well, 2 and a bit years old. They will mature 20th of December, I think it is, they said. I've got it in my notes, but again, that's a video that I'll be doing in the near future, talking about new whiskey, which is exciting. What else have we got? Oh, here we go. Yeah. This is one of a couple. This is something that caught my eye by Pajala? I'm not sure. It's the Cellar series. The reason it caught my eye is that it's an imperial porter brewed with heather honey, licorice root, and black currants, and it's aged in Pedro Jimenez and bourbon barrels. It's basically like they made a beer for me. Because literally it's like, yep, tick, 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 tick. So I can't wait to get that open. That's going to be really exciting. I should have thought this out beforehand. I've got this. I've never thought to do a video with it because I don't really know what. I was wandering around Waitrose one day. I don't normally go into Waitrose, but I was like, yeah, fuck it, why not? Blood Orange Cointreau. And, I mean, it's lovely. It's nice and bright and sweet. I'm into it. I think I just bought it because I was like, oh, that's different. What else? Must be other things I can talk. Oh, yes, hang on. There was an accident. Oh, yeah. This is a bottle of Gordon's gin, which under normal circumstances would be an accident in and of itself. It's a very old bottle of Gordon's gin. I've been on auction sites again, and there was a 70s bottle going for about 30 quid, and I was like, all right, let's do a side-by-side comparison to the modern stuff. There was some accidental clicking, and basically I have 3 bottles now. So I might sell the other 2, because I don't need 3 bottles of 40-year-old Gordons, I don't. What else? Oh, tell you what, this is a... If you want to know about the oldest collab in YouTube history, stay right here. I have these. These are bottles of Jeppson's Malort. You've probably never heard of it. I hadn't heard of it. I have been a long-time follower of... it's not... The channel's not the name of it, the series is the name, and they're pretty hard to find because they are in no way, shape or form search engine optimized. In fact, if anything, they're hidden. Well known for being very, 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 very bitter. There's a sensation known as Malort face, and it's basically the face you make when you drink this stuff, and it normally looks like you're drinking vinegar through your eyes, basically. And I've been a long time follower of this channel, Drunk Monkeys, and I sent them some samples a couple of years ago, and they finally got around to trying them, and I'll link the video down below, and in return they sent me a couple of bottles of these. They had to do it under, we'll call them discreet methods, but I got a free tea towel out of it, so that's exciting. I have big plans for those. The reason I've not done it at the minute is because nobody's currently allowed to leave their house, and I need other people to make that video, so that's going to be in the future when things get more sort of back to normal. Anything else? This is sort of like a what's on my liquor shelf video. I hadn't even thought of that. This is how much planning I put into these videos. I just kind of put the camera on and see what happens, which is no bad thing, really. That's how YouTube used to be. Oh god, I sound like such an old git, don't I? Oh, here we are. This is a bottle of Wee Jock 80 shilling. It's actually a bit of an old bottle of Broughton's Wee Jock. They've recently rebranded everything, and they're kind of going down that route of having certain beers that are their more popular ones being sort of brand leaders. So they're going with Jock, and they're going with Hoppopotamus, and basically they're rebranding other existing ales into those labels and making them into sort of a brand. It's difficult to explain. I'll probably talk about this another time because it's an interesting move. I'm not much of a fan of what they've done, but it's an interesting move and I get why they've done it. But the reason I've got this is because I'm going to be making a video about the shilling system, or shilling category, which is, it's not even a style of beer, it's complicated, but basically it's this Scottish phenomenon of beers. And if you've ever been in a pub in Scotland, chances are you've seen an 80 shilling ale. And a lot of people don't think about it that much. I certainly didn't. I was just like, oh yeah, it's a Scotch ale, whatever. But the history behind it is interesting, not surprising, but interesting. So there'll be a video coming about that. One more, we'll do one more. Yes. Ooh, I bought these back when Diane Abbott decided to crack open a can of gin and tonic on the tube, or was it the train? It was one or the other. These are Tanqueray Gin Pre Mixers, and I love the design of them, and I have not cracked them open yet. 6.5% each, so they're weaker than a lot of beers, to be fair, which is frightening when you think about it. But yeah, I love the packaging on those, and I'm going to try them at some point because apparently that's the perfect serve. That's some liquor in front of us. One thing I am going to quickly talk about, there was a target that I had in my mind. Well, actually I had two. And this particular thing, I was either going to do it after I've been doing this for 5 years, or I hit 500 subscribers, whichever came first. So we've now hit that milestone, so I have started setting up a Patreon. I know. I never thought I'd get there. The reason why I set myself a target was because I didn't think it was fair to set one of these up if I wasn't sure that I was going to carry on doing it, or I wasn't sure that there was interest. It doesn't look like I'm going to be stopping anytime soon, so that's box ticked. We're seeing some positive, I hate using the word growth when it comes to creative things, but we're seeing some positive growth, you know, the arrow is going up, and that's really encouraging. So I'm setting up a Patreon. I'm joining the club. Who knows, I might even have merch before you know. Oh god, who do I think I am? Generation X. And there's one reason why I'm doing that. Everything you see in front of you and everything you see behind you, with one or two exceptions, I bought myself. I mean, these were a gift. This was given to me. It wasn't given to me by a rep, it was just given to me. And there's a couple of other bits and pieces as well. It does not mean that I say nice things about them. I've not had like brands come to me and be like, here, review this, because normally that means, here, say good things about this and we'll use it as advertising. There's 3 tiers, and I've done it a little bit differently. I'm kind of excited for it. It's like a little clubhouse sort of a thing. But again, I just wanted to say massive thank you. If you are interested in checking out the Patreon, by the time this goes up, it might be ready. So if it is, there'll be a link. Or can you card it? I don't know if you can card it. Can you card Patreon? This is how new I am to it. So that way, that way, that way, that way. Yeah? And there'll be links down below and you can have a look. And if you want to give me some help with it, then thank you very, very, very much. And leave me a comment about what you're looking forward to or what you'd like me to do. I'll see you when we get to 1,000. Nah.